What's going on YouTube? Chris here. Want to bring you all an update today at Digibyte. Right now we're sitting around 7 cents. We're up about 2.19%. What I want to do is look at Digibyte on the 1-day time frame today, and we're going to look at a potential continuation pattern to the upside for Digibyte. So if you get some from these videos, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. I want to continue to do these about once a week, Digibyte individual videos. So if you think Digibyte's one of the best cryptocurrencies out there, you want me to keep covering it, smash that like button, let me know down low, and also let me know where you think Digibyte will end up this market cycle. What we're going to be doing here, we're going to project where Digibyte may end up going if we get a nice high volume breakout from this symmetrical triangle that we're dealing with right now. So let's dig into all this here, guys, and hopefully you get something from it. So what you can see in the past here, Digibyte, we're going to be on the log scale, and this is going to be on the 1-day time frame. You can see the last symmetrical triangle that we had, we broke out, and it actually was on heavy volume, and this happens many times. We had a throwback, we back tested it, and then we ended up going up over 70%. And that took us to around 4 cents. Now what I wanted to point out for you here, something similar is taking place. We are actually in one of these symmetrical triangles. Again, we have 3 touches at the top, we have several touches at the bottom, we have a little bit of black space or white space here, but I would still consider this one of those symmetrical triangles. Typically symmetrical triangles are about 30 days or longer, and right now what you can see is this is potentially a continuation pattern of this trend. One moment here, guys, I got to pause my phone. I apologize for that. So what I wanted to talk about here was this symmetrical triangle, and what I was looking at is if we had something similar to back in here where we had our 73-75% move to the upside, that would end up taking us roughly to around 13 or 14 cents, right up in that range. And what you can see here is this big pull that we had, it came on a lot of volume, and then what you can see is that while we're in this symmetrical triangle here, we've actually been decreasing in volume. So what we're going to need is a big, high, heavy breakout, heavy volume breakout to the upside if we are to continue this. Now, guys, I always just do the downside because that's what we always need to look at here. But what you can see is on our EMAs, the trend is still up. We're up above our 20, our 50, our 100, and our 200 moving average. And that's very critical for us that the trend is still up. Okay, because typically these things will break with the trend. But say we did break to the downside, I would look for support at around 5 cents, then it'd be down to around 3 cents if we do have that downside break. But right now I'm anticipating more so if we can continue to get these altcoins moving and the Bitcoin dominance continues to drop, which we're going to look at in a moment here, this potentially could be a really nice breakout up over top of 10 cents potentially in the days and weeks to come here. Now, if we get into coin market cap, this is one I want to take a look at for us here, and we're going to get into Digibyte. So let's take a look here. I want to show you a few things in terms of the volume and also what's going on with our Digibyte compared to Bitcoin. Okay, so Digibyte, what we're going to do here, we're going to click off the USD and we're going to take a look at the BTC. So you can see here, guys, we're basically, in terms of BTC compared to Digibyte here, we're basically still in that accumulation phase, and we have a bunch of volume coming back in here, almost hitting that double bottom. So this is one, I mean, we've been up as high before. The last peak for Bitcoin, the dominance was at 0.0002 BTC, and that's a huge move from where we're at right now, guys, just so you know. And as we're looking at this here, I wanted to scroll down. It says, how do you feel about Digibyte today? We're going to say good. And you can see 89% of people believe that Digibyte's doing well. 11% are saying bad right now. The volume has been increasing. It's up about 12%. Volume's at 55 million right now. The overall market cap, we have hit $1 billion for Digibyte. So that's a big deal, guys, that we've actually got to that $1 billion range, because for us to actually hit that dollar that everybody talks about, we're going to need roughly a little bit over $14 billion to be able to do that. So a 14x from here basically could potentially take us up into that range of $1 for Digibyte. And what you want to do is basically take the market cap. So say we even went $15 billion, divide that into your circulating supply of $14 billion right now. That would show that we potentially could even get up into some of those higher areas. Okay, max supply for Digibyte's at 21 billion. And our total supply right now is at that 14 million. You can see it's on 84,000, almost 85,000 people's watch lists. So this is a coin that many people are paying attention to, and it's been around for a long time. If we pull off the BTC and we take a look at the USD, a couple things I wanted to get into here, and we're going to start in on the market cap. And also, guys, if you get some from these videos, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. I want to do these specifically for my Digibyte people. And what I want to point out here is, you see, even when we get these big straight lines, guys, we're always going to have a correction of almost 50%. So even in the shorter term, when you see something spike that hard, you can see back in here, we're always going to get that nice retracement. So don't be afraid to ever take profits and then put those limit buy orders back in at potential support areas. That can really help you a lot. But the highest that we've ever been for Digibyte, and that's when we had a lower circulating supply, we roughly got up to around, let's see guys, about 1.3 billion was our area. And right now we're already back at a billion. You can see this heavy volume coming back in here. So, you know, what I'm anticipating, and you know, anything can change in this market, guys, it's the most volatile space in the world. But what I can see is Digibyte in the weeks to come potentially getting over top of that 10 cents and then potentially challenging that all-time high that we've had. And if we go back to the price of the all-time high, that was roughly with the closes here off the line graph. You're looking at about 12 to 14 cents right in that range. If we take a look at TradingView, this will give us just a little bit more detail in terms of what we've wicked up to before. I don't think we have enough chart here. So the last time we wicked up, we got roughly to about 9 cents. So that's going to be a big area that we're going to have to get over top of. But right now we're almost in that symmetrical triangle, just waiting to see if we're going to get that big continuation move. But congratulations to anybody who's in Digibyte right now. The fact that we're at $1 billion market cap, that is awesome. So I want to bring this for you all. Guys, I appreciate each and every one of you. God bless you all, and take care.